Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, MysticBeauutie, and I'm here to do this channel message. I actually wasn't even going to record today at all. I couldn't find the energy to do so. It was crazy. But that's because Spirit was working with me. It was something that they was trying to get to me. I had been like really emotional today, like crying and stuff, and I just couldn't understand why, like where this energy, was coming from. Like I just felt like a heavy loss. It was just like beginning to be like a little too much, and I'm gonna try not to cry while I'm doing this live, because that's why, like, I'm not here for that. Like, I'm here for you guys. So yeah. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of you guys have been going through a loss, some type of loss. Thank you for the $2. I don't know if someone has lost a family member, somebody close to them, a friend, a child, a relationship. Somebody just been going through like a really bad time. It's like, so when I was cleaning my kitchen up, I just like started sobbing, and I couldn't understand, like, why. I mean, I know we all go through things, but this was just really heavy energy. Like, so Spirit got to talking to me, and like me, I've been crying all day. That's normally not me. Like, I'm normally very, perky. Like, I'm really not that type of person where, I'm always in my feelings. So when they were talking to me, they was pretty much saying that it's very important that you everybody serves a purpose in your life. It doesn't matter if you guys had wherever you are now, it doesn't matter, right? Everybody serves their purpose. Everybody's put on your path for a reason, for a purpose. And you have to think about that when the times are bad. And you have to think about that when the times are good. This journey, everybody that's on this journey with you, it was predestined. They were supposed to be on this journey with you. This is past cherish. Well, I'm not gonna say it's past cherishing someone while you have them, because I think we all know that. It's cliche to say, but you just think about how your life would have been if you never would have met this person, or just, I don't know, like, I just feel like a lot of you guys have been grieving. Like, I'm feeling like heavy grieving energy. Even if it's like a loved one, or if it's just like a lover, it's just like really heavy. Somebody could just be missing somebody. I don't know. I'm gonna pull some cards, and we're just gonna go ahead and just dive right into it, right? I'm never sad. And it makes me feel like, this is not my energy. And I swear, y'all, I slept in till like 10. I never do that. I just kind of like been moping around. I never do that. And that's because Spirit was working with me, and I guess they wanted to get this message out. But this is like a overwhelming loss, right? So I don't know. Let's see. Let's just see what they say. Okay. So, Spirit, what is it that you want to say? What message do you have for the collective today? I just saw fogged in. So a lot of you guys could have been feeling really fogged in. Just not being able to view things. Clarity just out of whack. Or you just feel like your intuition is off or something like that. What else? What do you need to say for the collective? Let's see. Give me a message for the collective spirit. Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. So a lot of you guys could be in an energy where you need healing, but they want you to know that you are the healer. The mystic energy flows through you, right? Healing energy flows through you. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. This is taking a spiritual bath. So a lot of you guys could be needing to take a cleansing bath, which I feel like I need to take one too. This will raise your vibration, raise your frequencies, get you out of this slump that you have been in lately. All of this energy of overthinking, purifying your soul at this point. A lot of you guys have been having a lot of vivid dreams. Your psychic abilities are starting to be heightened. Journey by moonlight. Believe in magic. A lot of times you feel like you're in the dark on things and all that you have is the moonlight to guide you. So they want you to know that it's okay to journey by moonlight. Sometimes it's best to travel by the moon, right? Give me another card. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. They want you to know, first of all, the fact that they called you fellow traveler. You know, that speaks volumes because we are merely traveling through this reality right now, right? Like we're really just traveling through this dimension. We're traveling. That's it. This home, this place, this is temporary. This is not a permanent place for us. And they want you to know that support is all around you, that you're being supported on this journey. Okay. Side note. Really good song. Tina Marie, Deja Vu. I've been here before. That song fell on my heart today. And when you listen to the words in that song, she talks about karma. She talks about living life again. She talks about having unfinished business. She talks about if your heart isn't in the right place, if you have a lot of unfinished business, if you are not a good person, or if you're carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of hurt, a lot of guilt, a lot of things that you need to let go of, that you're going to live this life again. Like pretty much you're going to keep living this life again until you learn the lesson. And all of that is saying is you're going to keep living this same reality. When you die, you're going to come back and redo this life. They're going to hit the replay button on you and you're going to do it again. So, I remember younger having that feeling like I've been somewhere before. I've seen this before. Like, I know I've seen this before because you have, because Source hit the reset button on you because you didn't learn a karmic lesson. It was something you did not learn. So you do this process all over again. And it was crazy. When I heard this song, I was like, I've always loved Tina Marie, but I have a newfound love for her. I feel like she was underappreciated. Like, she was bad. I ain't gonna lie, like she was an amazing artist, but just like now when I listen to the words in her song, she was so spiritual, right? So check that song out. I just have like a newfound like place for her. Hey, Lady Love, for her. That song always takes me out of this reality. It's crazy. So let's keep going. It's called, her name is Tina Marie, and the song is called Deja Vu. I've been here before. Yeah. expand your horizons. A lot of you guys are keeping yourself stuck in a certain reality, because think about it, all of this is just a reality. You can manipulate it. You can do what you want to do with it. You have to expand your horizons. If you want something in your reality, manifest it, make it happen, right? Also, you guys, this isn't for any specific sign. These are just channel messages I spoke with Spirit, and they felt like today, well, right now anyway, we just need to freestyle and see what we could, you know, talk about. I'm gonna post the link to the song on my community board, and you guys can check it out. I'm not gonna say she was underrated. I just feel like Tina Marie was, they could have given her more recognition. That's what I'm saying. So give me another card, Spirit. What else for the collective? Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, which is it's so fitting, because you remember, like, I was earlier in the reading, I felt a sense of loss. So a lot of you guys may need to mend some connections with people in your life while you have them in your life. It says time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So regardless if you decide to keep somebody in your life, you have to mend that connection in order to release it. So if you have no like, if you know for a fact that whoever this person is that you're dealing with, or a friend or a family member, like, I know I'm going to wash my hands with you, but I really need to heal this connection. I need to heal it, and I need to release it. Sometimes you have to heal things to give you peace, right? You know what they say, forgive for yourself, not for that person. So I feel like this is a bridge that a lot of you guys have been crossing lately, where you're having to forgive others for yourself, not for them. This is a part of your healing, because this is clarifying mystic healer. So this is a part of your healing. This was a part of your journey. Whoever these people are in your life that have, like, really hurt you, really abandoned you, really put you in a place that made you feel like you were undeserving. These people are assisting you on this journey. This is why they're here. This is what the purpose of them hurting you. They are assisting you, right? They are aiding you on your spiritual growth. You're going to view things differently after the betrayal. These lessons that this person taught you, this is helping you not have to live this lifetime again. Because I feel like a lot of you guys, including myself, I know I've lived this lifetime a lot of times. And it just gets to, you just get to a place where you're tired, you know? And I feel like spiritually you get tired, because it's like you keep bumping into the same people who don't know how to treat you. You keep bumping into the same people who treat you the same. That's because you have not learned that karmic lesson yet. You have not learned what it is that you were supposed to learn from that. In the song, she says, thank God I don't have to come back here again. Thank God I don't have to live this life again. I don't have to do this again, because she said, I've learned my lessons, right? And I was just like, oh, Tina, you so cold. You so cold spiritually. Like, she gave me the vibe like she was just this cosmic goddess who just, she was a Pisces, so no wonder she was so spiritual. Like, I was like, oh my God. These are things that a lot of people are just coming to grips with, as far as living life again, and that after death, there's really no death. Like, death is really a made up ass word, and that energy is one thing that cannot be created nor destroyed. So it's about the lessons, and how she was saying that she's just glad that she don't have to do this again. She said she felt like this was her last time reincarnating here. And I was just like, that just grips me spiritually. It gripped my soul tightly. It did. So what else? What other messages can you get out for us today? Oh my God. What did we just say? What did we just say? This says clear the air. Distant thunder, clear the air. We just said this like that was the last. We just said this, that a lot of you guys have these broken relationships and connections that you need to mend and you need to release. Because this is a part of your experience. This is a part of your journey. This is going to reassure that you don't have to live this lifetime again, right? That you can actually move on to a new experience. You don't want to keep doing this. This is crazy. My hands are shaking. We just said this. The distant thunder, clear the air. It's time. So if you were wondering, it is time. It's time. This lifetime. You're supposed to get this shit together this lifetime. A lot of you guys you're not supposed to relive this lifetime again. This is supposed to be your final lifetime reincarnating here. But it's just some things that you guys need to get established. It's some things that your soul still needs to tie up, needs to get established before you can take your seat with the gods. You could take your seat with your ancestors, right? You remember it was a church song where they was like, they can't wait to hear God say, job well done. Well, that's it. When you come down, when you're done doing what you're doing and learning what you're learning, you want to take your seat amongst your ancestors. And, you know, you don't have to come back down here and relearn the same lessons and stuff like that, you know? Go slow, take time. You remember, what did we say earlier? I feel like a lot of you guys were fogged in. Right. So they're saying right now you may feel fogged in. Right now, you may feel like your vision isn't clear. A lot of things you don't understand. We don't. Hell, I don't. I'm still learning. I don't know every damn thing. I only know what Spirit tells me, right? They're saying to go slow and to take your time, that they're going to assist you. Their support is all around you, fellow traveler. They called you fellow traveler because we are. We're merely spiritual beings having a human experience. We are pretty much just traveling through this dimension. We're pretty much traveling through this universe, right? We're just travelers. That's it. We're just travelers. So, collecting data, learning lessons, having these experiences. These are my thoughts constantly. You guys are getting in my head today what I think about all the time when I'm quiet and I'm not talking and I'm by myself. This is what I think about, right? But I guess I'm thinking about this is because this is what they want you guys to know, right? I do love the sleep meditation music before I go to bed at night. I love it. My kids hate it because it makes them go to sleep. They like, no, mommy, we got to listen to the sleep music, anything but that. Take your butt to sleep. Yep, I love it. It rocks me right on to sleep. Not that long. I got like one more I need to catch up with. The turnaround time, if the emergencies are 150, that's 2 days. The regular ones are 100, that's 4 days. So that's the turnaround time for my personals. Okay, so let's pull some more cards and let's see what else we can uncover. What are the messages Spirit got for us today? Let's see. You're welcome, Megan. That sleep music, it does work, don't it? But who told, like, I should have, you know what? Somebody just commented and said that Tina Marie was a Pisces. But now that I think about it, she's so spiritual. Like, she's just so, you know, evolved. Like, she was just listening to her words. Like, I was like, oh my, Tina. And I wish I would have been enlightened and aware back then, you know? So, yeah. Thanks for the $3. You're awesome. Let's pull some more messages. My moon is in Pisces as well. My moon is in Pisces as well. And I think that's why I have as many like dreams as I do. Most Pisces are dreamers and very spiritual. So most water signs are very intuitive though, like Cancers and Scorpios and Pisces. Yep. Harmony. So I feel like a lot of you guys are in a space where you're trying to not only find harmony with others around you, but harmony within yourself. I feel like this is you coming into harmony with yourself first before you can have harmony with anybody else, right? The universe. Wow. So the fact that the universe is here on the table and we're talking about time traveling, we're talking about reincarnation, we're talking about living life again, we're talking about completing karmic lessons here now so that you don't have to keep living the same lifetime over again. Like you will live again, but you don't want to repeat the same lesson, go through the same shit. No, like that's where deja vu comes from. Like, damn, it's like I knew you were going to say that. Or it's like I saw this before. Yeah, you lived, you died, you didn't learn the lesson, so they hit the reset button. Yep. You know, I was telling one of my friends the other day, I remember when I was in my early 20s, I was on my way home. And, you know, I'm young, my radio up, you know, I'm feeling myself, I'm listening to this music, and this train almost hit me. But it was so close. Like, it would have taken me out, you know, it would have taken me out. And it was coming so fast, and I don't remember jamming on brakes. And I told my friend, I was like, you know, I've thought about this for years. And I was like, to this day, I still think about it. And I told her, I say, how do I know that I really didn't get hit by the train? I say, how do I know that that train didn't take me out? How do I know? Right? She said, what do you mean? Like, you're here, you're talking to me. I say, yeah, I'm in this dimension talking to you. I say, but what if that part of myself in that dimension died back then, but spirit hit the reset button on me because I still had unfinished business. I still had things that I needed to learn. How do I know I didn't die? I don't know, you know. And I know it may sound weird, like, to a lot of people, but you don't know. You don't know. Nobody has ever came back to say, right? So, all right. What else? Y'all, I'm serious. And the fact that I'm feeling this way, I don't know. I just always feel like, what if I did die that day? And what if it wasn't time for me to go on to a new chapter. So they just hit the reset button. And I'm still like, you never know. Give me another card. Intuition. So it's crazy we're having this discussion, and I was just thinking that intuitively I know what happened that day, or intuitively you know what's going on in your life. Intuitively you know that who you are. A lot of you guys intuitively know that you've been here before. Thanks for the $2. It's just your intuition tells you so much, you guys. You know what, Miss Donna? And it's crazy that your name is Donna, because my mother-in-law passed away like a year and a half ago, and her name was Donna. Yep. A lot of kids they know these things. They're able to tap into this. They haven't lost their ability still. Like, that's a really good thing. My daughter has spoke about past lives that she has lived with me. My daughter has also spoke about a time where she had another mommy and dad. And I asked her, well, where they were? She said, they're in the sky. I had another mommy and dad. Mommy, I had another mommy. You know, my baby talk about all. I'm talking about just randomly, right? But I've also been shown past lives where I've lived and my husband was actually my dad and my kids were my sisters and brothers. And I never mentioned, like we were siblings and I never mentioned that to them. And one day my daughter told me, she was like, Mommy, she was like, when I'm gonna get to be your sister again? And I was like, what? When you gonna get to be my sister again? She was like, yeah. And it's crazy because in the past life dream I had, she was my sister. I was her big sister. And I really feel like that's the reason why I'm so fucking protective over them. Because in this dream, my husband abandoned us. He was our dad and he abandoned us. And we ended up in foster care. We didn't have anybody else. In my dream, I can remember hearing a little girl like actually get raped in one of the homes or whatever. I could hear her scream. And now I'm a foster mom. And I remember doing a pick a card and the girl was able to pick up on that. She was like, yeah, you were in foster care and, you know, you were abandoned. You didn't have anybody. And she said, now you probably work with kids. You carried that trauma from that life to this one. And she was just pretty much saying that I have a soft spot for the abandoned. And I do. I have a soft spot for the abandoned. I have a special place in my heart for those who don't have anybody else. And it's crazy how things that happen in your past life, you take this to the next lifetime. You take bits and pieces of your trauma and that affects who you are today and how you view things and how you handle problems. You know, like, yeah. Yeah. So that's crazy. Well, I'm going to say it's crazy, but I saw that. I saw that. And my daughter actually remembers me being her sister and me taking care of her because we didn't have anybody else, you know, so. Yeah. Let's pull some more messages. And let's see. What else? Thank you. Positive movement forward. So a lot of you guys, after some time of suffering in silence, right? Closing yourself away from the world because you felt like no one understood you. You are in a process of moving in a positive direction. Kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. Things about to be looking up for you. Patience and planning. I feel like you guys have been more than patient. More than patient. Yep. Material and spiritual prosperity is here. A lot of you guys have been trying to manifest material growth in your life, and it seemed like things have been stagnant. But let me tell you this, another thing that I found out too through the spiritual realm. You carry those burdens from past lives, like poverty and stuff like that, struggling, manifesting certain things. You carry that from a past life. You can fix it. You can fix it. I know you heard of like generational curses and stuff like that. Like you can fix all of that. You can fix all of that, right? Stand your ground. You can fix it if you stand your ground. And you can say, okay, well, I'm not going to stand in my own way. I'm going to do what it takes this time to get where I need to be this time so I can have what I want this time, right? You want to carry that same energy from this lifetime to the next. So your next lifetime, you already got that drive. You're like, I don't know where I get this drive from, but I'm such a go-getter. I manifest money so quickly. I manifest abundance so quickly, right? Because you fixed that in the last lifetime, so you no longer carry that burden in this lifetime. This is why it's very important that you work on these things. You work on fixing these things that hold you back, these blockages, so that you won't carry these blockages with you the next go around. Because there's going to be a next go around. There's going to be a next. You know what? Let me say this. I remember being a little girl. Mind you, I'm in the South. So I grew up in the South. I'm in Louisiana. I grew up going to this little white church in the middle of nowhere by some railroad tracks, right? This little white church by the railroad. And I grew up singing in the choir. I never felt at home at the church. As a kid, I didn't even understand. But I felt like I was out of place. I always felt out of place. I never like questioned, exactly what. Well, yes, I did. I questioned what I was being told. Because I remember, in church and hearing them talk about the end of the world. And I got so scared. I was like, oh my God. The end of the world is coming. And oh my God, I'm a kid. I don't want to go right now. So I remember being scared as a kid, not being able to enjoy my youth, to enjoy my childhood, to enjoy life, because I was being told that one day, God is going to come back and the earth is going to burn and all that or whatever. I was afraid, right? But then the more I started growing and maturing spiritually, and that's another thing, that should have been another red flag that God had a higher purpose for me, because I questioned everything. I always questioned everything. Even as a child, I questioned it. I questioned the end of the world concept. I was like, what you mean? The end of the world? What you mean? Like, now that I'm wiser, I know that when they say the end of the world, like, the Bible isn't supposed to be taken literally. You're supposed to learn lessons from it. Like, I wouldn't just throw the Bible out. Like, I don't shit on nobody's religion or whatever. But you're supposed to take the messages from it and you apply that to your life. Like, that's anybody's religion or whatever anybody practice. Everybody's culture has their own way of evolving. So I feel like, even though I always questioned it, if it helps you evolve or get closer to a source higher than yourself, I'm all for it. I've always been all for it. But let's talk about this end of the world concept. So I always hear them say, oh, Jesus coming back, Jesus coming back. And I was just like, one day it dawned on me. My end of the world is my end of the world, not your end of the world. When I leave here, that's the end of my reality, not yours. Okay? That's it. When I leave, that's the end of my current reality. Yep, that's it. The end of, and I go on to another reality. And now that I understand life and I understand death, I'm at peace with it. Like, I'm at peace with, I'm peaceful. Like, death doesn't make me afraid. I'm not fearful of death, because once you understand that it don't exist, then you're at peace. You're calm. I think my biggest fear is like leaving my kids before they can take care of themselves. That's my biggest fear. Leaving them prematurely when they still need me. No. Everybody don't fear death because it's out of your control. And I heard somebody say one time, which is true, death is the easiest thing you're ever going to do because it just happens. Being born is hard. So many things could go wrong when you're trying to be born here. When you're like getting here to this lifetime, to this reality is I feel like that's like one of the hardest things. But leaving here, no, when you understand that there's really no such thing as death, and you're right, it is like I find the graveyard so peaceful, and I always have. And people would look at me like, oh my God, you're not creeped out? I know. The dead has no worries. None. It's peaceful there. I could go there. I could read a book. I could sit. I could whatever. Like, it's just so peaceful. All the drama is amongst the living. There's no peace there. There's no peace there. They are. They're very peaceful. They are. So, but anyway, let me pull one of these before we go, because I can be on here talking to y'all all day. Somebody say no bills. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What is it that you want them to know before we wrap this up? What is it that you want them to know before we wrap this up? What's the most important message you want for the collective, Spirit? About the guardian angels. Beautiful. We each have at least one guardian angel who lovingly oversees all events in our lives. Guardian angels are messengers of light, whose divine mission is to protect and guide humanity along its sacred journey. Their love for each of us is unconditional. No matter what you do or don't do, you are always worthy of their love. This is beautiful. We're going to do one more. Give me another message. Give me another message. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Your love is valuable to the earth and those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love. And love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. Under the deck is guilt. I'm going to read this and we're going to be done. I really like the messages under the deck. To me, these are like the most important, right? It says, you do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. Every experience in this life is to help you. Oh my God, we talked about this earlier, about life and how you're going through these experiences. This is a journey, right? Like, you're here, even the good and the bad was an experience. It was to teach you. Your spirit is merely here collecting data and learning lessons to help you evolve. That's it. And once you start viewing life as a lesson, you'll be so much more at peace. You will learn acceptance. And when I tell you acceptance is the most peaceful place to be, there is nothing more peaceful than to be and to accept. Like, sometimes, well, I've been practicing it lately, accepting, and accepting often gets confused for being nonchalant. No, it's not that I'm nonchalant. It's just that I'm learning to accept what I can't control. Once you learn to accept it, you're not going to lose sleep, because you know that there's a higher source that's overseeing everything anyway. And then what's going to happen, is going to happen. And you learn to take the lessons for what they are. And either you're going to try to fix the problem, alter your reality, or you're not. Right? It says every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater, in wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. I really, really hope that you guys really enjoyed this intimate moment with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Are you? You're an indigo? I'm a starseed. That's crazy. Chan Chan is an indigo. I told him, it's crazy. I said, Chan Chan, I think you're indigo. He was like, what's that? I said, I'll show you. Yep, I'm a star seed. I love y'all. Y'all rock. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to receive alerts when I post. So, that is all. Peace.